SNN, the Suncoast News Network, your local news leader.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Headline Edition. I'm Eric Wilson, filling in for Don Brennan this evening. Let's get right to your top stories. An update for you this evening with regards to the Manatee County Sheriff's staff who will soon be allowed to carry firearms at work. Allison Hennigan reports.
Manatee County's Conservative Board of County Commissioners voted to change this employee policy, which banned the possession, use, or threat of use of a deadly weapon while on county property.
Members of the public are allowed to carry inside of this building, but our employees are not. And we felt that that put them obviously at a disadvantage when it came to defending themselves. And we wanted to ensure that all of our employees felt safe and that they knew that they could, defend themselves if the worst were to happen.
The draft policy provided to Aid on Your Side states the county will take no measure to prohibit any county employee from carrying a concealed weapon. This draft was not posted publicly ahead of Tuesday's meeting and vote. Some residents expressed frustrations over transparency because of that.
I don't understand how you can make a vote on something that the public hasn't even had the chance to read and comment on. And you slip this in deceptively. That's not okay.
I don't think there's anything that wasn't transparent about it. It didn't even need to come to the board for a vote. We chose to do that in the spirit of transparency.
Commissioner James Satcher was the first to propose this last year. He believes allowing employees to carry firearms in the workplace will improve safety in a live shooter emergency. In Louisville, the desperate calls for help during this week's deadly mass shooting at a bank as police released 911 calls made during the rampage, including from the shooter's mother, Morgan. We have details on that from our NBC affiliate.
Oh my God, there's an active shooter there. Oh my God.
Frantic calls for help amid a gunman shooting spree. Newly released 911 audio capturing the first call of many.
How do you know you have an active shooter on the site?
I just watched it.
A video conference call giving a bank employee across town a terrifying view as the gunman opened fire. Those inside Old National Bank calling seconds later, giving police crucial details.
8 or 9 people have been shot. Uh-huh. Are you with any of them? Yes, but I'm in a closet hiding.
As the gunman opened fire on police in agonizing wait.
Is that shots fired? Okay, just stay quiet.
And then a call from a woman identifying herself as the shooter's mother.
This is his mother. I'm so sorry. I'm getting details secondhand. I'm running to it now. Oh, my Lord.
Who heard from her son's roommate that something was wrong.
He's non-violent. He's never done anything. Please.
Okay, and you don't believe he owns guns?
I know he doesn't own any guns.
His mother unaware he purchased a rifle just 6 days earlier. The family telling NBC News overnight, no words can express our sorrow, anguish, and horror at the unthinkable harm our son Connor inflicted on innocent people, adding he had mental health challenges, but there were never any warning signs or indications he was capable of this shocking act. In just 7 minutes, 9 were injured and 5 lives were lost. Tonight, memories of the victims flooding in, including 40-year-old Joshua Barrick, a husband and father of 2.
The last thing he said to me was, "I'll do whatever you need me to do." And that's the type of guy he was.
Tonight, a community ripped apart by violence, coming together to heal. Morgan Chesky, NBC News, Louisville.
Again, that was NBC's Morgan Chesky reporting on that. Sarasota Memorial Hospital Venice is doubling in size to keep up with the county's rapid growth. SNN's Brianna Boskert was at the topping out ceremony for the new tower this morning, and she has the story.
Construction for a new tower at SMH Venice is well underway, which will add over 100 hospital beds.
We built this hospital back in November, about a year and a half ago, and it filled up almost automatically. We knew it was going to be busy, didn't know quite how fast it was going to be busy.
Staff gathered Wednesday morning to sign a beam that will complete the building's frame.
I think it goes actually in the elevator shaft, so it's mostly a concrete building, so there's not a ton of steel, but we will carry on the tradition.
Typically, a topping out ceremony would include hoisting the beam into place. April showers put a pause on that for now, but no amount of rain can slow down this hospital's ability to serve its community. They were the only campus in South County that stayed running through Hurricane Ian.
Our hospital got inundated by patients that were coming up from Charlotte County, from other parts of South Sarasota, and ultimately needed a place to be, and we were happy to be that place for them, but it definitely showed us our strains on the community, strains on healthcare, and where we need to go for the future.
The new 5-story tower will be essential in future storms and year-round patient care.
And this is just one step. We have a lot more projects coming online to serve South County, South Sarasota County, and we're just excited about continuing to grow.
Once open, the tower will provide an additional 250 jobs. Reporting in Sarasota County, Brianna Boskert, SNN, the Suncoast News Network.
SNN has been told by SMH that they plan to finish this construction by next April. Continuing with our Parkinson's Awareness series, one gym treats every month like April, which is Parkinson's Awareness Month. SNN's Sydney Rell has the details.
Here at Jayco's Boxing and Fitness Gym, a class specifically for people with Parkinson's disease takes place 3 times a week, all year long.
You can fight off the disease. It's not a death sentence, and the people that stick with this program, they feel better for days on end after working out here with us, and the program is geared to help fight symptoms related to Parkinson's disease.
For the past 7 years, Jayco's has held boxing classes for people with Parkinson's every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
I just want to hit the bejesus out of the bags and fight Parkinson's back.
They work on their balance, their walking gait, different punching routines, and more. The goal of each exercise is to help strengthen muscles that people with PD may need to use in their lives daily.
You know, we do a lot of squats, for example, and the way they put it here is that you always want to make sure you have your own legs to get up and out of a chair, up and out of a toilet seat, and so squats help strengthen out your legs. So everything we do here is related to what's going to help us with our Parkinson's journey.
Participant Carolina Murphy says her advice for anyone struggling with the disease is to get up and get involved in the community.
But you can't stay home and sit on the chair and hope it goes away. It's not going to go away, so get involved and be around people that are like-minded, that want to get better and want to fight this till the end.
Jayco's has 100 members and about 20 of them have Parkinson's disease.
Go kick Parkinson's in the butt, everybody.
In Sarasota, I'm Sydney Rell, SNN, the Suncoast News Network.
Thank you, Sydney. Now, this was part 2 of our Parkinson's Awareness series. Tune in every night at 5 and 5:30 for more. Broadway shows here on the Suncoast and nationwide could be going dark. SNN's Christy Sultan tells us why.
Mean Girls is touring all across the United States. The show is full of talented performers who are also very underpaid, which is why last night the Actors Equality Association showed up to the Van Wezel before the show, handing out flyers to showgoers explaining the possibility of a strike.
Actors and stage managers on the road for touring companies who travel all across the country, including Mean Girls, are currently in negotiations for their contract, and we're trying to educate our audiences on what that means.
The association is currently negotiating higher wages, higher per diems, and more coverage if a performer or crew member is sick.
In the case in the future, we might need to elevate and go on strike if the producers don't come to us with a creative and good deal that could actually make all of this totally worth it.
If a strike does happen, shows all across the country can be shut down. In Sarasota, Christy Sultan, SNN, the Suncoast News Network.
Now, the union plans on coming out again throughout the run of Mean Girls to spread their message. Well, Sarasota Bradenton International Airport continues to break records, and March was exceptional. The hotspot hub surpassed 500,000 passengers traveling through the Sarasota Bradenton International Airport. This is a 16% increase and is the highest number of passengers for the month of March, as well as for any month in the entire history of the airport. In fact, March was a month of milestones for Sarasota. Not only reached over 4 million passengers in the last 12 months, but also broke ground on a new 5-gate terminal expansion. SRQ officials say the growing number demonstrates the need for expansion and represents a major shift in how Sarasota is transforming to serve the needs of our fast-growing community. Still ahead on the SNN Headline Edition, Kennedy Space Center doing something very unique. We'll be back in a moment.